fellas. So, just had a nice big chest and back workout, so if I'm a bit out of breath, that's why. I get this question a lot. Loads of people want to know if caffeine boosts testosterone. I would separate coffee from caffeine. The short answer with coffee is that yes, it boosts testosterone. Loads of studies, have been done. One was on rugby players. Another one was on testing a group of men and a group of women. In all of the groups that drank coffee, there was a testosterone increase. In the group of women that had the decaf coffee, there was not a testosterone increase. There was a decrease, apparently. So there's very, very strong evidence for coffee boosting testosterone. But it comes with a few major ifs. One being that you have the caffeine in the morning. The thing is, caffeine will never be able to compete with sleep in terms of the power of testosterone. When you're asleep, that's where most of your test is secreted as a natural, especially 3 to 5 in the morning, that kind of time. And if you're not sleeping properly, no amount of caffeine is going to make up for that. So sleep comes first. So you've got to have the caffeine well before 10 hours before bedtime, because that's like the half-life of the caffeine. The half-life dictates that after about 10 hours, it's basically out of your system. That's the first thing. The second thing is you don't overdo the caffeine. Even if you only have it in the mornings, if you overdo the caffeine and the pre-workouts and things like that for years and years and years on end, that's where the adrenals get fried, the cortisol is just chronically elevated. You're not going to be sleeping perfectly. It's basically impossible. So you want to have coffee in the mornings in moderation. And then the third thing is, the way most people have caffeine, they have the pre-workouts or the energy drinks, Red Bulls, and there's a bunch of sugar and other stuff. Even the zero sugar ones, it's too much caffeine. It's not necessary. You just have a bit of coffee in the morning. Definitely no sugar, because the sugar is going to spike your insulin, which blocks the testosterone, which undoes anything the caffeine's going to do. And it's going to make fat gain easier. Definitely no sugar. And only put milk in if it's if it's raw milk, it's very, very high quality, it's good for your digestion. But definitely don't put any problematic substances into your coffee. Just have the coffee and just leave it at that. The best pre-workout, I've said it for years, the best pre-workout is coffee. You don't need 600 milligrams of caffeine. Your adrenals will be fried if you do that for years on end. Black coffee, fantastic. If you're going to use milk, raw milk. And I believe there's 10 to 20% increases in testosterone depending on the studies you look at. So it's a legit thing. Try it out for yourselves. Let me know if you notice any difference. And another side point is that the estradiol is reduced, so the aromatization, as well as the total testosterone. So for you guys who are pushing the 40 picograms per milliliter threshold for estradiol, if you're pushing that or you're beyond that, you might want to add a little bit of caffeine. The caffeine can also reduce SHBG potentially. So there's definitely a bunch of benefits to black coffee, assuming you do everything I just said. So I hope you found that useful. Comment below if you have your own opinions on that. And also, guys, check out the brand new school group. It's really, really useful. I'll link it below. There's 5 video courses in there. And we go into a hell of a lot more detail than just talking about coffee. There's an entire eating course. It's brilliant. Very interactive. I really recommend you guys get in there. If you're watching my YouTube videos, you'll have way more access to me inside to the school group. It's called the Testosterone Squad. Link below. Check it out. I'll see you in the next video.